So Gallup has done polling and found that actually climate change was the most divisive issue, political issue in the United States. I think this actually changed last year. I think abortion, again, was the most divisive issue. But for several years prior to that, climate change was the most divisive. And actually, it is still one of the most divisive issues. And that is not a good scenario if you're trying to get people to come together to address the risk, because people don't even agree about the risk. So then you say, okay, well, how can we deal with that? So one of the things that people commonly say is, well, we'll teach them. We'll give them more information about the risks of climate change, about how climate change works. But what research has shown is that the more people know about climate change and climate science, the more they use it to reconfirm their biases. So rather than bringing people to the middle to agree, it actually makes them more divided. It pushes them to the edges. And it has now become sort of part of a political symbol of, where you are politically. So if I ask a group of people, how do you feel about climate change? I can probably go person by person and tell them very closely whether they align more with Democrats or Republicans, because it has been part of the political identity. So those are very difficult biases to overcome. And when you're dealing with an issue that is fundamentally abstract, that it's very difficult to connect your own personal actions to the impacts, to the environmental impacts of climate change, what you're going up against are these political biases and telling people, no, you have to ignore those or go against what you believe to take action or to do something different than you're doing, and that becomes really difficult.